G here. I'm here with our guest of honor today this morning. So if y'all see this big old horse in the back popping his head through, I apologize. Your girl's on errands, taking my dog to the groomers. Now that we found him, this was the dog that I told y'all that got lost. This was him. So we found him. Happy he's back, but we gotta go get him to get a nice little haircut. But yeah, y'all know what it is, running my errands. That means I probably get a chance, to shoot this with y'all. Just gonna shoot this just a little bit and talk about everything I missed. So yeah, you guys, basically everything, I'm gonna try to condense it down and catch up on everything that happened. So I'm gonna start from the the things that happened further last weekend and then move my way forward. All right, y'all know how I do it. So first things first, I did want to touch in on Real Housewives of Atlanta really fast. So Real Housewives of Atlanta, I know everybody pretty much heard that the girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. Ooh, truck, you better get your ass across. The girls are fighting, okay? We have some new girls this season, and one of the girls' name is Brittany. And Brittany, I'm not gonna lie, girl, it's giving real. The production has chose you to be the sacrificial lamb. And I'm only saying sacrificial lamb in the aspect of, usually when there are new girls, a rookie gets picked to kind of be the center of the mess, the commotion and everything. And what they do is they hype you rookies up to make you feel like, oh, you gotta make a splash. Oh, you gotta create drama. You gotta, basically you gotta make people remember your name. And a lot of girls come on and they do too much too fast, and then you get what happened with Brittany right here, which is the Kenya Moore experience. And now because your ass that got, a little froggy with Miss Kenya allegedly, and you felt froggy in leaps, Miss Kenya had to remind you hoes why she's queen of the pond, okay? She's queen of the RHOA ponds around here when it comes to clapbacks, okay? Now Miss Kenya ain't gonna start it, but she sure as hell gonna finish it. So, it was, alleged out there, oh my God, Kenya was out there doing RP, revenge, revenge porn. And it was like, I didn't report on it in the very beginning because I just felt like Kenya wouldn't do something that brazen. I felt like Kenya was smart enough to find pictures, if you will, or a video that was already Googleable, okay? If you can Google it, that's what she put out there. Kenya knows how to work that fine line. She knows how to work that gray area very well, which is, kind of part of her MO. But there was a little audio clip of her at her salon, and she was like, this girl is a hoe, a slut from the 90s, okay, out there getting money. Okay, sir, we see you. A slut from the 90s out here getting paid. But I mean, look, I don't knock no hustle. The way things is happening these days, thank you for the kiss. The way inflation and price gouging is happening these days, girl, get your money, okay? But the thing is, now the whole world know that you might be out here sucking dick for dollars. That's all I'm trying to say, okay? It might have been private, maybe not a lot of people knew, but Kenya now has let the whole world know, and this is why it's feeling like production set your ass up, okay? Because I feel like a lot of times they do you kind of a little bit of a deep dive into the girls, and to try to figure out what they're working with, what's everybody's deepest, darkest secrets, and Brittany, I feel like it ain't a coincidence that you the one that got a history like this and it ends up on RHOA. So yeah, you guys, y'all feel like from what we're hearing, Kenya was justified in giving her the Kenya Moore experience, okay? Because Kenya definitely said in an interview with Carlos, she's like, I ain't got nobody to tussle with. I ain't got nobody, that's really on my level that deserves the activated Kenya more, you know. But it looks like we got it this season. So yeah. RHOA, y'all drop down in the comments and tell me what you think about Kenya and Brittany and that whole revenge peace situation. So moving on, the next thing I wanted to get into, just to touch up really fast on it, because you know it ain't gonna be something I speak on too long. I just wanted to do a quick little grapple on it. Okay, is this where I'm going? I think it is. All right, y'all, let me go in here and drop off my pup, or not pup, this big old dog, and I will be right back to discuss the next topic. All right. All right, y'all, I'm back. Got this big old horse dropped off at the groomers. So let's head on back and finish chit-chatting and shooting the shits about everything. Do I want to go that way? Maybe I do. It might be. Actually, I'm pissed off that I'm this way now, because now that hoe gonna be red. God dang it, I'm gonna back up. You know what? That might not be my ministry. If I can make it. Well, thank you. Alrighty. We got here. Alright. I'm back. Trying to concentrate on making sure these people ain't hitting me. That's the thing. It's like I ain't worried about me hitting other people. It's about other people hitting me. Shit. But yeah, you guys, I am back, and we are gonna move on to the next topic. I just got done talking about Kenya, but I really fast wanted to get into the legal matters of Chrisean getting locked up. And I just wanted to touch on it real fast, simply because it's, girl, how you get fired on your day off? I.e., how you go to court knowing you got a warrant? This girl is just dick dumb. Like, just dick dumb is the only way to put it. Like, you know when girls get with dudes and they just lose all common sense. Like, that's the only way to put it. Hold on, you guys. There we go. I just wanted to scoot y'all back there a little bit and squeeze y'all in here just a touch more. All right, yeah, there we go. But yeah, so it's really just like this girl is got with Blueface and life went straight to hell. Now, it did, of course, she got celebrity, you know, being with him, but her celebrity star started growing because of her, and Blueface knew that, which is why right before she left, he put a baby in her, and her dumb ass let him do it. And for everybody who was sitting there talking about, oh, that baby's gonna change her, you know, you can have hopes, but also you got to remember reality. And I'm a person who's a realist. And the reality was Chrisean wasn't ready for no baby. Neither was Blueface. As hell, he went to take care of the ones that he got with Jayla, or what's her name? Yeah, Jalen Alexis or something like that. I remember when that goddamn baby didn't have nothing to eat in the pantry. You was too busy trying to get him to look at strippers, and all y'all got in the pantry is Slim Jims. And that's the person you decided to have a baby with? So then she in court, after she didn't get arrested, now you got Carlisa, old ratchet, ghetto ass, yelling at Blueface daddy, talking about that baby needs stability. That baby needs a home. You ain't taking him. And the daddy's like, I ain't no babysitter. Carlisa, you was the main one when Chrisean was pregnant, talking about, oh, you ain't get to see the baby. You know, my grandson, you know, he needs somebody. But you sure ain't over there rushing to take care of the baby, is you? No. So I'm gonna need Carlisa to shut the hell up. I'm just gonna put prayers out there for the baby, Chrisean Jr., because we're not gonna sit here and lie and say that we don't see the way that baby is operating and acting like, you know, it ain't possibly on the spectrum. We just gonna put it that way. And I'm saying that with all, you know, all respectability and grace. We're not gonna sit here and act like that baby, you know, isn't dealing with a couple of hurdles because of his daddy with his probably just all ganked up semen, and multiply that with Chrisean out here drinking and smoking, that baby didn't have no chance from the start, okay? Because we know Blueface semen all ganked up because he popping pills and drinking codeine and all types of stuff, and he don't take care of his body, out here smashing all the women's raw. Who is calling me right now? Sorry, y'all, I'm back. I had to take a call. But yeah, speaking about Chrisean, nonetheless, her ass got fired on her day off. You sitting there worried about Blueface, and Blueface is not worried about you. You over there paying his house note, his rent, covering everything. Girl, stop it. Stop. For the love of God, stop. Just, oh Lord, just Chrisean, get your life together. But on other legality news, y'all see this mess going on with Young Thug? I firstly want to give a shout out to Jamie That's Me, because I didn't necessarily know how bad the whole court proceedings was going. I just saw, obviously the title of, Young Thug's lawyer gets arrested, or, held in contempt. And I was able to see all the court shenanigans on Jamie's channel. So if y'all haven't seen it in detail, Jamie's gonna go through it. So shout out to Jamie That's Me. And I was able to watch everything. And y'all, that judge is straight up fugazi. That judge absolutely knows that he was effing up, that he got caught, and now I think he's panicking. I think he panicked when the lawyer brought up the fact that, shoot, I was here at 9, y'all didn't come in till 11, and I heard that y'all was having an ex parte conversation, as they kept saying, with the witness that was sworn in. And see, that's what the judge keeps trying to glaze over. As long as I can keep talking about, oh, I need to know the information of how you found out. Sir, that's not what is immediately affecting the case. What is immediately affecting the case is the fact that there was a sworn in witness that, according to the black and white print of the law, if that happens, I'm supposed to be there. So the question was, 1, why was I not there? And 2, since I was not there, I need to then now get the download on what was spoken about in that situation. And that is fair. That is all fair. Now they got lawyers coming up to defend Young Thug's lawyer. And I really appreciate the fact that, this judge felt like he was going to sit there and intimidate him, probably like he intimidated the witness back there. Like, oh, don't make me hold you in contempt. He definitely was trying to use the power of the RHOA to threaten the lawyer. But the lawyer stood on business. He stood on ethics, really, because if we want this to be a legit legal case, which, y'all, this whole situation has been amped up since the get-go. This whole Young Thug case has been crazy. All types of just discombobulated is the word. All types of discombobulated. And although the lawyer really could have, buckled down and gave the lawyer, that information, he didn't. And now he has this female lawyer come in. I can't remember what her name is, but this woman lawyer came in, and allegedly she's she's worked on some Trump cases. And so we know, if you work on Trump cases, that means you good at your job, okay? And she had that judge tongue-tied like a mofo, because he kept trying to go back and forth between, oh, well, it's not, it's ex parte, and that threatens the security of my courtroom. What threatens the security of your courtroom is the fact that you was in there. And so what she did do is she got that judge all caught up in the technicalities of, sir, let's first figure out what type of contempt this was. Was this a criminal contempt or a civil contempt? And he kept repeating, this is criminal. So she said, well, in that case, that means, sir, you are a witness to the contempt case. My lawyer, or like my client, i.e. Young Thug's lawyer, then has a right to take this to court with witnesses and things like that for the ethics of you ruling in a case that you are witness to. And then he went to switch it up. Well, I mean, you know, I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm not saying that he was eavesdropping, but he got that information, and the lady kept trying to go back. Okay, but before we get to that, because he's missing the whole thing of there would be no information to get back to the lawyer had that effed up meeting not happened. I'm feeling like FBI, somewhere higher ups, the mayors, governors, politicians, they want this case because it is not only it's a high profile case, this is something for a RICO charge, which means these police, FBI, all of that have been on this case for at the minimum of 8 months to a year. When people do RICO cases, that means they've been looking at you for a long time, okay? For a long periodically time. Shout out to JB. Okay, they've been doing some I be precious hell, let the feds watch. Okay, like Pharrell said, the feds was watching for a hot minute. So yeah, and not only is this shit happening, but that witness was all of just no good. And I really feel like the politicians, the feds, they are pressuring them to get a close on this case and a guilty verdict because one, they did all this work, and two, a lot of taxpayer dollars went into this and if all that money goes to the shit, because what, this is going on year 2 that this whole case has been not wrapped up, so they're like, god dang, like, you know, something needs to happen, and it needs to happen in the favor of not feeling like they wasted time, effort, and money. Somebody gotta go to jail, okay? And I feel like also too, Judge, you want to sit there and talk about, oh, an alleged meeting. No, you, not only the judge and the lawyer, the woman, she confirmed that there was a meeting. So it is no allegedly. Y'all both said there was a meeting. And so because there was a meeting, you can't sit there and be like, oh, what he allegedly heard. Because if there wasn't a meeting, why are you so pissed off? Why are you so pissed off he got information if there wasn't a meeting? Like that judge, that lady was on his ass cakes, okay? She was calling him out every which way, gave him every which example of why what he was doing was incorrect, why they were trying to get him to appeal, trying to get him to recuse himself, and he's not operating right. He's not. I think he panicked. Like I said, I think he panicked because he was probably getting some pressure from the higher ups to shut this case down, which is why they was intimidating the witness, and got caught. And now that it's happening, my guy, let me tell you something, Judge. At the end of the day, the white people that's pressuring you to do this, when all shit blows up, you gonna be the nigga with the hand, with the nigga with the fingerprints on the gun. And I mean that as a metaphor. You gonna be the one, you know, that gets held with this, okay? Because you are the proceeding judge in this case. So I think you might wanna go back. The lady had him so wrapped up in that courtroom that he had to be like, let me take 5 minutes. Let me just take 5 minutes to think about this. Because every which way, she was like, sir, you keep going back and forth. Is it criminal or civil? Or civil? That's what we trying to figure out. Because he kept trying to like just glaze over the fact that this meeting wasn't supposed to happen. And because he knows it wasn't supposed to happen, he's doing everything to gaslight these people into feeling like we're gonna continue the case, you know, without y'all knowing, because nothing happened that's important to the case. Well, sir, how do I know that? That's why I'm trying to get the transcript of that meeting, because this was a witness that was sworn in. So that means I'm due to that information. So yeah, you guys, Young Thug case, it's getting real spicy. It's getting real law and order right now. It's getting real. Judge got paid to do a job. It's possible that judge also might have got paid, because y'all know they be paying under the table to get, you know, some of these cases done, especially when it's a case that the feds have been working on for a minute, especially with a high profile name like Young Thug. They want him in jail. And I feel like now it's come to light how dirty things are happening behind the scenes, and it ain't looking good for you, Judge. Now here's the thing also too. Now, this doesn't absolve Young Thug from the bullshit that he was probably out here doing in these streets. Let's just put it that way. Young Thug and his, YSL crew. Come on, we know these niggas was out here running rampant in these streets, doing nothing but causing commotion and chaos. But that doesn't take away from the fact that what's happening in court is not right, okay? Multiple things can exist at the same time. Does your ass, need to go to jail or, suffer some type of consequences? Yes. But I think this time in which Young Thug has been in jail, hopefully, we haven't heard of nothing else happening since then. The case, everything's been dying down. And I'm hoping that this, eliminated some of the bullshit that be happening in the streets in regards to Young Thug and all of them. But nonetheless, Young Thug, how they're operating this case is not right. And we just got to pay attention to, if they'll be able to get another judge to basically, to pull up or to basically fill in the seat when it comes to that lawyer being held in contempt. And the judge don't want that to happen, because the minute he becomes a witness, he now then has to talk about what occurred and what you were witness to. And that's also what he don't want either. And when that lawyer called him up on that, that's why he's like, let me think about this 5 minutes, because he's trying to garner which way do I want to go with this situation, and talk to the people behind the scenes of how the hell I'm gonna get out of this, because now all the shit's on record. They be in there typing and shit. All the shit's on record, everything that you said, so you can't backpedal and 55 now. So yeah, you guys, the Young Thug case, it's getting real serious. Like I said, if you haven't heard everything in the details, y'all go check out Jamie That's Me. She talked about it, but let's go ahead and move on. Another thing that happened in the courts, y'all, Jennie and Jeezy, they divorced, finally. Now, it's real crazy. Everything got real hush-hush after that last, child support situation and the child custody. Sorry, y'all. After that child custody situation, everything got real hush-hush. And it's clear that they came to a concise decision for this divorce to finally be complete. So I'm wondering, after all that footages came out of Jeezy walking around the house like a madman with a whole AK-47, or the fact that you had them just lay down on the bed when you got a child out, that obviously wasn't gonna look good in court. And let's get one thing straight, Jeezy, you might be a rich nigga, but you gonna always be a nigga, okay? Especially when it comes to the case that you married to a nice little Asian woman. And in the cases of, people of color or whatever, the Asians always gonna get treated more right like white, okay? So yeah, and it's not that Jeezy don't deserve to get treated the way he is, because we know what type of nigga you are. You don't care for your kids. Your son already let us know that y'all got a bad relationship, and now all of a sudden his ex wanna talk about, he's an involved father, all that bull. You lying heifer. It's giving real, somebody was trying to hurry up and get this done real fast, quick, in a hurry. But the good thing is, we no longer have to hear about Jeezy and Jennie Mine. Jeezy, don't get married no more. Jennie, girl, I got my good eye on you, because at the end of the day, I think you wanted a mixed little baby. You know how the people, they want the easiest way to get an invitation to the cookout. I've started to realize, with the clear and slightly melanated people, the easiest way to get an invite to the cookout is by having a baby with a nigga, okay? These girls, they want that sweet curly hair, that they love so much with the mixed babies, having, that oh so sweet, original black DNA, okay? Because we all know we are the originators, okay? And so, by simply having a mixed baby, okay, by having a mixed baby, they feel, a little more inclined or a little more entitled to being a part of the community. But I'm here to remind all of you women that snagged you a black man to be a part of the mix, all skin folk and kinfolk, okay? And that's how we treat not only just regular black folks, okay? Because we realize not all black people, like I said, not all skin folk and kin folk, you know, like the Ben Carsons of the world, you know, we don't do that. So yeah, you might got a mixed baby, Miss Jennie mine, but don't feel like this gives you invitation to the cookout, okay? Just let you know. And all other women's of other nationalities that feel like, you know, y'all want to have a little seasoning in y'all DNA for the time being. Yeah, we ain't going for that, okay? We can't do that. Not on duty. Not on duty. So yeah, Jennie and Jeezy, y'all give it up for them finally being divorced. Yeah, and so we done with that. What else did I want to get into? What else happened this weeky week? Another legal boy, everybody's in court, okay? Another court situation. Simon Guobadia, Mr. Simon Guobadia and Portia. You know, she said no longer Portia Williams. I'm Portia Guobadia. Girl, she was really happy to throw that out there now that she came back to RHOA. But girl, you might be regretting your decision to come back because Simon is making sure it's gonna be hell on wheels for you. He's decided he is gonna rip your wig, okay? He gonna tug on your wig a little bit. Shout out to Rodney. But Simon is doing more than tugging on Portia's wig. He is scalping her, okay? Taking her to court every 2 days and putting out different lawsuits every 3 weeks. Like, Simon, you keep trying to hit us with the, oh, you know, I'm so sorry that I disrespected my family's name and got us in all of this mess. But you the one that keep initiating it. You the one that keep posting on social media these little jabs, hashtag, oh, you know, what is it ethical or something like that to receive a gift when you married? Like, Simon, shut your ass up. For real. Like, shut up, because from what we hearing in the headlines and the amount of money that you owe and the amount of times we hearing that you was out here scamming the folks, okay, with different names and stuff, we don't even know if your real name's Simon at this point. But the problem is, Portia, you thought you hit a lick when come to find out, Simon hit you with the Uno reverse. When I tell you Simon hit Portia with the Uno reverse to draw 4, hit her with the Uno reverse and draw 4. Portia now does not know what to do, okay? It's really just amazing how, you know, Portia got herself in this mess. She got herself in this mess, and it don't look like she's gonna be getting out anytime soon. And I really hate that for you, Portia. I really do. But this is what happens when you decide, you know, you want to walk into somebody's house and walk out with their husband and they Hennessy. I tell you, Rodney, you kill me every time you do that, okay? This is what happens, Portia, when you decide to not keep your legs closed to marry men, bitch. So if you guys heard about what's going on with Portia and Simon, y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think about Simon constantly doing these lawsuits and everything like that. And also too, he told Portia he ain't got nothing but time. And when somebody say they ain't got nothing but time, what they saying is, bitch, I'm gonna go all day, okay? He might not be able to go all day and night in the bedroom because, you know, he old and his ding-a-ling is a wet noodle. But, you know, he gonna go all day in this court system. I don't know how. I don't know where he getting the money from. But Portia, you know, this is definitely probably a little bit of life's, you know, universal energy. What you put out is what you get back. I'm telling you. And the fact that this is the type of energy you getting back is something you might want to pay attention to. But let's go ahead and let me go in. I'm gonna go in, y'all. I'm gonna go do a little quick pickup, okay? I'm out of the good stuff. I done smoked my last bowl last night, so let me go run and pick this up, and I will be right back. All right, y'all. All right. Let me stop playing. I just got out from making a quick little runny run, and I just picked me up some flour. You know, when you are a smoker, people just understand just smelling the flour it just does something to you. It just gives you a little tingle. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, Lord, that smell good. Can't wait to put that in a bowl later. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee. All right, y'all. Now, back to the regularly televised program. We are going to talk about the last topic. Now that I've made my little runny poo. And I'm pretty sure we talked about everything. I ended with Young Thug, his legal case. Simon Guabadia, that's who it was I was talking about. And speaking of legal cases, Simon in here running Portia ragged. Can I go out? Yes. Simon was out here running Portia ragged, y'all. Scalping her, okay? Leaving her with no edges. Taking her to court day in and day out. So yeah, basically with the last bit of Portia and Simon, I think that's what I was pretty sure I was talking about. It's just messy, okay? And Simon is gonna literally give Portia a run for her money when it comes to, you know, who's the best scammer, who is the best at you know, doing what they got to get what they want, okay? y'all know what that's from. You know, whoever's gonna do what they got to get what they want, okay? And basically both of them is using what they got to get what they want, which is the money, okay? But yeah, you guys, y'all tell me what you think about Simon and Portia, and who y'all think is going at the end of it run the kingdom, because basically he wants like a cease and desist. Simon don't want them cameras in the house, so he says. Simon don't want a picture of that Rolls Royce showing up on the show. It's giving real. I'm going to sue her until she allows me to be on the show, because I think Portia, now with all this legal stuff happening, was hoping to get on Real Housewives of Atlanta without Simon. I think that's what truly was happening. And basically Simon's like, ooh, sorry, I'm going on the back roads. You know, I live in the country. I think Simon wants to be on the show because he needs the money. We do know that much. But I think, you know, Portia, in trying to avoid, you know, getting her ass towed up the first time when everything happened with Fallon and Simon, she left the show because she was not trying to get her ass ate up, because, girl, you walked in with a bottle of Hennessy and left with a husband. And she knew the girls was going to be on her ass about that, so she left. And then, in good old Portia fashion, trying to slither her way in on some sneaky stuff, she thought she was gonna come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta all married and happily in love with Simon, and people was just gonna forget how it happened in the first place, because, you know, like Quad said, I know these people, they're good people. That was the first thing I commented on that. She's like, they're good people. I said, oh, you know him to be a good man, but come to find out he a scammer. So make that make sense, Quad. She's like, it's about the people. Contestants on Watch What Happens Live like, bitch, she only know this man a whole month and already got her daughter all up in the mix. I can't stand women like that. I'm sorry. Women who use their kids as almost like a tool to hold men in relationships, or just like they feel like, oh, if my kid gets attached to this dude, then, you know, that'll make him less inclined to leave. No, these niggas pick up and leave when they want, right? And your child is your responsibility. And it's just like, to put your child in a very potentially dangerous situation, it's just like, I don't like, because you don't know these dudes. You don't know these dudes. Dudes be out here living a whole double and triple lives. So nonetheless, like I said, Portia, Simon, they and that man Simon, I think, wants to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And Portia thought she was gonna be able to do it alone. And he's basically, I really feel like he is gonna low-key legally blackmail her till it happens. I'm gonna keep taking you to court unless you allow me on the show, unless you allow me to film, because I do think that Simon wants to film. This car, I'm gonna need you to pick it up, sweet cakes. I got somewhere to be. So yeah, y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all tell me what you think about Portia and Simon. And let's go ahead and move on to the last topic, which is Michael Rainey Jr. You guys, did y'all see that mess? Did y'all see that girl straight up? She straight up essayed him. Like, you know how some girls can walk up on a dude and like you maybe lightly graze up on his leg, or you know, you walk in front of a dude and kind of poke your booty out just a little bit, do a light little light touch, okay? You know, a little light touch. Okay, to let you know that, you know, in your mind it's on and cracking, okay? Nobody, baby. Okay, that's the way that you kind of like drop hints. But this girl wasn't dropping hints. She straight up went on live, not only live, but in front of children. Them kids had to be at the most like 4 or 5 years old. And she groped him, like grabbed his junk. And he literally, you could tell his face was just full of just like, he was stuck. He really was stuck. And then, of course, you know, the dude, I guess one of his friends or dude or somebody like that saw his face, and then like kind of jumped over there and like, you know, was kikiing with him and stuff. And so of course people were like, here we go, like here go the bull. Y'all need to get that lady because she messing up. Like that was real crazy what she did. And 50 Cent, in all his messed up mind, want to sit there and be like, man, from a man's perspective, that was just an aggressive advance. No charges will be pressed. And everybody was like, what? So Michael Rainey came out and he made a statement basically like, you know, what she did wasn't cool. And I'm currently, you know, trying to process what happened, you know, and I feel like that's kind of what really is happening, is he's trying to figure out, okay, now the next step is, okay, do I sue her? Do I not? Because immediately in his mind, as most men's mind, when you get done wrong by a woman and it includes some type of, you know, sexual nature, men are supposed to accept it. Like, it's supposed to be like, oh, dude, like she put it on you. Really, are you upset about that? Which is why when, unfortunately, young boys get touched inappropriately by women, older women, are in very detrimental situations where it's pressed upon them non-consensually. If anytime they are to tell or to let their boys know, it's like, oh man, yeah, you know, if you get dapped up because an older woman, you know, basically put her pussy on the platter for you. And it's like, that's not cool. That's not cool at all, actually. Like, at all. And it's just kind of like, sorry, I was trying to get the window, but it's just kind of like for 50 Cent to post that, what I really think 50 Cent was doing was because y'all know him and Michael Rainey fell out over like, I guess like miscommunications over like Ghost ending and things like that. You know, I do remember them kind of having like a little bit of a, you know, a little spat. So I think that Michael Rainey and 50 Cent ain't spoke since that situation. And I think 50 Cent was kind of sending out like a little flag to Rainey to not press charges. Because for him to just blatantly be like, no charges will be pressed. Like, who are you to say? Like, this didn't happen to you. Like, who are you to really try to sit there and tell him no charges will be pressed? It ain't your decision, my nigga. So I think that 50 Cent was trying to kind of like toss out there to Michael Rainey a hint, don't do no shit, because I think he just don't want his name attached to all of that drama, because that's really what it's going to be. He's worried about now it's always going to be, you know, 50 Cent, you know, ghost character, actor, you know, in lawsuit case with woman. Like, those are what the headlines are going to be. And I think 50 Cent don't want to be a part of that or have any type of connection to anything SA regarded because of, you know, how, which is crazy because you want to speak out so brazenly when it comes to Puffy and Cassie, but the same thing should happen when it comes to men. And it's just really ironic that this is happening in all months, men's mental health awareness month. And it's the same shit that men be talking about. Oh, y'all don't take it seriously what men go through. Men are, you know, they get judged or they can't come forward and say nothing. You know, men's feelings are never taken in consideration. Oh, whose problem is that though? Y'all keep screaming at women about how hard it is to be a man, We didn't create this shit. I think y'all keep forgetting women have nothing to do with how society was set up. Literally nothing. I think y'all keep forgetting that. Women were literally just able to vote all of but 50, 60 years ago. Like, quite literally. But 50, 60 years ago. So, I'm gonna need y'all to stop it. Y'all want men's mental health to be taken seriously? Then y'all take the shit seriously. Y'all keep wanting women to, like, be responsible for healing y'all and creating a world better for men when it's y'all's responsibility. It's amazing how y'all remember y'all are leaders when it comes to the women and who's in charge of, you know, running shit when it comes to talking about women. But when it comes and fixing shit with women, but when it comes to fixing shit with men, all of a sudden y'all keep forgetting, like, that's y'all's problem too. Like, that's what y'all are supposed to be in charge of fixing too. It's a patriarchy, remember? Y'all constantly want to remind women it's a patriarchy. So go ahead and patriarch, okay? Handle y'all shit and quit blaming women for how hard it is to be a man and what, you know, society don't take seriously when all of those invisible rules and guidelines men created, right? Men's mental health is not women's problem. I'm gonna have to keep putting that out there. Niggas, it's not women's problem to fix men's mental health. The only reason women try to take it on is because we're collateral damage of the shit y'all refuse to fix. All the issues that y'all refuse to address, y'all take it out on women. And we tired, boss. The women is tired. Impregnating us with babies, taking our money, scamming us. Women taking loans out in their name, letting you dog ass tired ass, po ass, scamming ass niggas just sitting there on the couch, eating up all the good fruit snacks, all the year 2000 snacks, cause she got government money, and ain't doing nothing but bouncing from couch to couch, from baby mama to baby mama. Ain't doing shit with your life, but then blaming a woman because she get an attitude with you and she won't submit. Y'all keep making the problem women won't submit. No, the problem is you niggas is not leaders. Let's have the real conversation. But that's besides the point of the fact that 50 Cent, you didn't take this as real serious as it should have been. And this is why we have the situation that we have with men being, as y'all love to throw in women's face, oh, it's so hard for men that, you know, they off themselves 3 times more likely than women. We don't have nobody to talk to. Okay, who the fuck is gonna do that for y'all though? Who do y'all expect to do that for you though? That's the question. Who's supposed to create that community for y'all? For y'all to have people to talk to. Who's in charge again? Who did y'all say was in charge again? Oh, the men? Oh, okay. So who if the men are in charge, who would be responsible for building the community for men? Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. So yeah, Rainey Jr, y'all, she straight up groped that man's dangling, grabbed him from the front to the bike. And of course people were like, oh, his face, he was smiling and laughing. Like, Rainey literally was the epitome of what women constantly, like, all of the things that they be throwing at women was all the things that they were throwing at him. He was smiling. He didn't, if it was so bad, he would have swung her, like, he would have moved her hand. And it's like, you can tell he was going to have a jerk reaction, but remembered, oh shit, I'm on live. And I got 2 little kids in front of me. So I can't really just, like, push this woman up off me. And then had he did do it, y'all would have been already be like, oh, he's in a schmoozer, he putting hands on women. Y'all would have been ready to cancel him. But he would have been dead ass right to push that woman up off him because she invaded his space. Like, for real. And then y'all want to do the, oh, he was smiling. He's uncomfortable. Like, people are just intentionally dense when it comes to the essay topic and coercion and the topic of consent, and it's getting really annoying. And overall, it's a huge reason why our community and our society cannot progress forward, because y'all don't want to admit problems that are there. And then when it happens with men, it's like, okay, address it when it happens to men, but then y'all want to revert back to, well, if it was a woman, that's not what we talking about? It's a man right now. And the fact that y'all don't want to take it seriously when it's happening to a man, when y'all are constantly screaming, oh, men, shit don't get taken seriously. Hello, this would be a great opportunity for that to happen. But yeah, you guys, y'all drop down in the comments. I'm almost home. What y'all think about Michael Rainey Jr., his situation? What y'all think about what 50 Cent said? And what do you guys feel like the comment section and just how everybody reacted, you know, kind of shows where we are as a whole with society and men and men's mental health? You know, who do y'all feel like is supposed to be in charge of fixing men's mental health? Okay, but yeah, you guys, that was everything, and hopefully I got caught up a little bit more. Young Thug, y'all tell me what you think about the lawyer. Y'all feel like he was good for standing on business with Kenya? Do y'all feel like Kenya was justified in giving the Kenya more experience? Simon and Portia, do y'all feel like Simon's gonna end up on RHOA? Yeah, I feel like that was it, y'all. I appreciate you for tuning in. Y'all make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll catch y'all hoes later. Deuces.